Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Judge Ruppe. You are here today for first appearance. The purpose of this hearing is to inform you of the charges against you and determine whether there is probable cause for your arrest. Probable cause only means that it's more likely than not that you committed the crime in which you've been arrested. As you appear before me today, you're considered not guilty of what you've been charged with, and that status will remain with you through each stage of these proceedings. In all likelihood, you are arrested on a warrant or a new charge. Either way, you will given a bond pursuant to the bond schedule for the 5th Judicial Circuit. I will determine whether to keep that bond the same, increase it, decrease it, or whether there are any other conditions of pretrial release which will be imposed upon you. You are entitled to have a lawyer represent you at each stage of these proceedings. If you cannot afford to hire one, I'll appoint one for you today. You're entitled to make a phone call to let friends, family, or your counsel know where you are. If you haven't had the opportunity to get that phone call, make sure you let me know. I'll make sure you get that phone call today. Finally, most importantly, you have the right to remain silent, and I encourage you to do so. These hearings are recorded, and there is an assistant state attorney in this courtroom writing down everything that you say. So anything you say about the facts of your case can and will be held against you in the prosecution of your case down the road. At this time, I'm going to place you under oath, so if you all can raise your right hand. This guy in the back raising his right hand. Thank you. Solemnly swear or affirm testimony before the court will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth. Very good. Put your hands down as I call your name. Please come forward. Ashley Jones. Ms. Jones, can I have your date of birth?
7/8/83.
Okay, you are here today for you failed to appear in front of Judge Hickson on a driving unsuspended driver's license back on May 17th, and then you have a providing false name to law enforcement that you picked up last night. I found probable cause for both of these. Are you interested in resolving your case today?
I would like to.
If you want to resolve both of your cases today, we'll go ahead and send it to you to 10 days in the Hernando County Jail. I'll give you credit for the 2 days that you have in. Would you like to do that today, or would you like time to talk to a lawyer about it?
Talk to a lawyer.
Okay. Very good. So the bond on the driving unsuspended driver's license is $2,000. We'll keep that bond at $2,000. See you back to court on, we're going to do August 14th, and then the providing false name to law enforcement. We're going to set that at $2,000, and we'll see you back on August 14th. And did you want the public defender to represent you?
Please.
Okay. We'll appoint the public defender on both of these charges. And we'll see you August 14th. Amanda Lawson? Can I have your date of birth?
6/8/82.
You are here today for possession of methamphetamine, possession of drug paraphernalia, criminal mischief, fleeing to elude a police officer, and resisting an officer without violence. I found probable cause for each of these. Do you already have the public defender representing you in your pending cases?
Yes.
Okay. I'll make sure the public defender is appointed on this case as well. You've already been recommitted in your 2 of your felony cases, so that still stands, and we're going to set your bond on these cases at $5,000 each, and see you back to court on August 16th at 8:30 in the morning.
Thank you.
Thank you. Peggy Patone? Or Patio? Can I have your date of birth?
1/16/73.
All right. You are here today for possession of controlled substance, possession of methamphetamine, and possession of drug paraphernalia. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Please.
I'll appoint the public defender's office. State.
Your Honor, I'm showing a Vermont violation of conditions of release and a cocaine possession with no disposition. That's from February of 2018. A heroin possession in 2017 with no disposition out of Vermont. A DUI adjudication in 2012 out of Vermont. A false info to a Leo that looks to be an adjudication in 2010 out of Vermont. A violation of condition of release of 2001 misdemeanor conviction out of Vermont, and a DUI in 01. A felony conviction in 01 for abandoned endangered child under 2 adjudication, and a cruelty towards child adjudication in 01. No Florida history.
Okay. Peggy, I have an address here on Larry Road in Spring Hill. Is that where you live?
Yes.
How long have you lived there?
Just about a week.
Okay. Where did you live before that?
We're at, on, Kent Grove.
In Hernando County?
No, in Spring Hill.
Okay. How long have you lived in Hernando County?
I've lived in Pasco for the last 6 months.
Count number 1 is going to be 4,000, count number 2 is going to be 4,000, and count number 3 is going to be 2,000. We're going to see you back to court on August 20th, okay?
Okay.
Jessica Wasserman? Can I have your date of birth?
4/4/89.
Okay, you're here today for a violation of drug offender probation. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes, please.
I'll appoint the public defender's office, and we are going to see you back to court on August 16th at 8:30 in the morning. And someone from the PD's office will be out to see you soon, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Is it possible that I can become a trustee at all?
That's not up to me. That's up to the folks there at the jail. They can talk to you about that after your case is resolved, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Joseph Serafine? Can I have your date of birth?
8/21/94.
You're here today for a violation of probation based on a warrant signed by Judge Hisman, so I found probable cause for your arrest. It looks like probation is recommending 29 days in order to resolve this case. Would you like to take care of that today?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, do you understand that by admitting that you violated your probation, you're giving up your right to have a trial?
Yes, ma'am.
Giving up your right to have a hearing to confront witnesses against you, call witnesses on your own behalf, and you're giving up your right to have the state prove that you violated your probation. Do you want to give up those rights in order to take care of this case today?
Yes, ma'am.
With regard to the violation of probation of this petty theft case in 2019, MM772, do you admit that you violated?
Yes, ma'am.
Accept your admission. I find it's freely and voluntarily given. I revoke and terminate your probation. Adjudicate you guilty. Sentence you to 29 days in the Hernando County Jail. I'll give you credit for the 2 days that you have in. You will have the cost of prosecution assessed against you. And if you had some restitution that you didn't pay or any financials that were assessed against you before, you are still responsible for that, and you need to pay that off in order to someday get a driver's license, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Very good, thank you. And we'll do the cost of incarceration for those 2 days. 29 days, I'm sorry. Anthony Hines? Did he bond out?
Is it Maxwell, Anthony?
Anthony, oh, okay. I have Anthony Hines. Is it Maxwell Hines? Or Maxwell Anthony? I don't know.
Hennis is my middle name.
Hennis is your middle name. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. What is your date of birth?
December 20th, 1990.
Okay, you are here today for possession of controlled substance. Your bond amount is $1,000. It's based on a warrant signed by Judge Mira on June 25th. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes, ma'am.
Appoint the public defender's office, state.
No prior criminal history, honey.
All right, I have an address for you on 22nd Street in Orlando. Is that where you live?
Yes, ma'am.
How long have you lived there?
About 4 months.
Okay. Have you ever lived in Hernando County?
Yes.
All right. When did you live in Hernando County?
About 4 months ago.
All right. Do you have a job?
Yes, ma'am.
What kind of work do you do?
Landscaping, commercial irrigation, residential irrigation.
All right. I'm going to set your bond at $100. We're going to see you back to court on August 20th at 9 a.m., okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not used to this courtroom. Peter Claps.
Ma'am,
Can I have your date of birth?
August 22nd, 1966.
Alrighty. You are here today for 2 counts of violation of pretrial release. I found probable cause for your arrest. And you already have the public defender's office, right?
No, ma'am.
You don't have them yet?
No.
Who do you have representing you?
I was hiring somebody in the process of, I never got to hire nobody because I was waiting to sell my property, ma'am. I'm closing.
Okay. But did
And
I
that
not
was,
appoint?
that was this week.
Did I not appoint the
just
public
closed.
defender's office for you this week?
No.
Okay. So do you want me to?
Yes, ma'am. I was going to ask you, last time I appeared in your courtroom, I was offered probation. If I could get all this bundled up right now, I'd plead for get it over with.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm not going to be able to do that today. I'll appoint the public defender's office. I'm going to set your bond at $10,000 on each of these counts. You're already RCO'd. You're going to remain in custody on the previous cases, and we'll see you back on August 14th. I'm sorry, August 8th. That's when your other cases are set for at 9 a.m. Thank you. Kayvon Dorsey. Can I have your date of birth?
01/27/96.
All right, you are here today for a failure to appear in front of Judge Merritt for possession of cannabis over 20 grams on August 24th, 2017, failing to elude a police officer, and violation of community control. I found probable cause for each of these. Did you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes.
I'll appoint the public defender's office. For the failure to appear in front of Judge Merritt, I believe you are entitled to a bond on that. We're going to set your bond at $10,000. See you back on August 20th. With regard to the fleeing to elude a police officer, your bond is currently set at $2,000. We're going to set that at $4,000. See you back on August 20th. With regard to the violation of community control, it's based on a warrant signed by Judge Merritt. He wants you held no bond until you appear back in front of him. We're going to hold you no bond and see you back on August 20th, okay?
All right.
Michael Ebert. Can I have your date of birth? Good morning.
1/17/74.
Okay, very good. You are here today for possession of methamphetamine. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll appoint the public defender's office. State.
A resist.
Is there any way?
One moment, sir. I have to listen to what the state has to say.
A resist or obstruct officer without violence adjudication in 2018, as well as the possession of a concealed handcuff key while in custody, and carrying a concealed weapon by a convicted felon, an actual constructive possession of a synthetic. A county jail sentence was imposed on those charges. Hernando, possession of harmful new legend drug without a prescription adjudication in 17 out of Hernando County. Adjudication and for a petty theft, second degree, first offense in 2014, where a county jail sentence was imposed. Dealings, traffic, stolen property adjudication in 2014. A 2011 adjudication, criminal mischief out of Hernando County. Possession of marijuana, pretrial diversion in 2012. And the actual constructive possession of a synthetic was with that. A violation of injunction adjudication in 2011. An adjudication in 2009 for a violation of an injunction. An adjudication in 2002 for a battery, domestic related. A burg of a conveyance adjudication withheld in 2002. And adjudication withheld for a battery in 2000.
Okay. Mr. Ebert, I don't have an address for you. Where are you living these days?
1145 Gatewood Avenue.
How long have you lived there?
33 years.
Do you have a job?
Yes, ma'am.
What kind of work do you do?
I work at Quran Comics.
Okay.
Also a caregiver for my mom.
Okay. All right. We're going to set your bond at $4,000, and we're going to see you back August 20th at 9 o'clock in the morning, okay? John Love. Can I have your date of birth?
10/21/79.
Okay, you are here today for a violation of pretrial release. Currently, there's no bond because it's domestic in nature. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so you had a pending felony. It looks like the state dropped it down to a misdemeanor yesterday, 2019 MM2441. But that case was pending while this new charge came out. He was initially arrested on the felony, right?
So, yes, Your Honor, he was arrested on the felony,
Okay.
and this is the state
I
victim.
understand.
Right.
I understand. I have addressed to you on Grand Ave in Mazarka Town. Is that where you live?
Yes, ma'am.
How long have you lived there?
39 years.
Do you have a job?
I did.
Okay, what kind of work did you do?
I worked for Harley Davidson, Crystal River.
Very good. All right. And the victim on the case is Christine Davenport. I'm going to order that you have no contact with Christine Davenport. Do not call her. Do not write her. Do not email her. Do not have anyone else call her, write her, email her. That absolutely means no phone calls from the jail. If the state wants to at any time, they can probably revoke your privileges to have any other phone calls other to your attorney made. So you might be limited to that in the future. But I don't have any contact with her. I'm going to recommit you on the 2019 MM2441. You're not going to be able to bond out on this case right now due to these violations. I'm going to set your new bond at $5,000, and I'm going to set both cases for August 14th at 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yes, ma'am.
Christopher Mormon.
Okay, Your Honor, thank you. You're going to change the arraignment from 8-2 on the 9th on the 2441.
Both on the 14th.
Great.
Can I have your date of birth?
1981.
Can I, all right, you are here today for an aggravated assault and 2 counts of aggravated assault on a law enforcement officer. I found probable cause for your arrest on each of these. Do you want the Public Defender's Office to represent you?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll appoint the Public Defender's Office in both of your cases. Just in this case, I guess. I'll appoint the Public Defender's Office. State?
I'm showing a disorderly and toxic public place cause disturbance, pretrial diversion in 2018, as well as a battery on an officer, firefighter, pretrial diversion 2018. Didn't show it closed yet. And a DUI with no disposition in 05, no other history on it.
Okay. I have an address for you on Cromwell Way in Spring Hill. Is that where you live?
Correct.
How long have you lived there?
For a couple of years.
Do you have a job?
Social Security disability.
All right. I need to order that you have no contact with Penelope Mormon. Don't have any contact with her whatsoever. Do not call, do not write, do not email, do not have anyone else call, write, and email. If you have any contact with her whatsoever while this case is pending, you could be charged with another crime and held without bond. Do you understand that?
Sure.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
I'm going to hold you until 4 o'clock today in case she wants to file any civil paperwork against you. With regard to the aggravated assault, I'm going to set your bond at $5,000. And then counts 2 or 3 are going to be $2,000 each. So it's $9,000 altogether. And we're going to see you back to court on August 20th at 9 o'clock in the morning, okay?
Yeah, I'll be here.
Charles Rice.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Good afternoon. Can I have your date of birth?
June 20th, 1988.
Okay, you are here today for 9 different cases here. Possession, or 9 different charges, I'm sorry. Possession of a short barrel gun, fleeing to elude, violation of an injunction for protection of domestic violence, 2 counts of that. Resisting officer without violence, driving on suspended driver's license, domestic battery, 2 counts of that, and knowingly and intentionally discharging a firearm from a moving vehicle. I found probable cause for each of these, and it looks like it's out of Sumter County. So Sumter County
Your
wants
Honor.
you held on these until you get there. Yes, sir?
I don't know if I would need to talk to you.
Okay, I wouldn't
Or
say
to
anything
you
about the
instead.
facts of your case, sir.
No, ma'am, I'm not.
Okay.
I actually had an appointment yesterday to go to the VA hospital in Orlando to check myself into mental health. I was
Okay.
wondering if that was still an option. That I know I have no bond,
Okay.
but maybe even if I was released straight to them to be released straight back to Sumter County, I feel like it's a timely issue, and,
Yeah.
and the sooner, because I'm not going to feel the same way I feel right now in a month. You know what I mean?
Okay. All right, well, listen, I don't have any jurisdiction over your case. I am the judge in Hernando County where you happen to be arrested. It's a Sumter County warrant. So we're going to get you over to Sumter County in the next few days. If for some reason they don't come get you or whatever, then the folks at the jail will bring you back in front of me and we'll figure out what the holdup is. But I can't do anything about your bond or getting you any mental health treatment at this time because I don't have jurisdiction over your case, okay? So we're going to get you over to Sumter
understand.
County. When you get to Sumter County, you can ask to have a public defender, you can ask for a bond, you can ask for a court date, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. Franklin
Thank you.
Tompkins? Can I have your date of birth?
Where's that?
Your date of birth. When were you born?
8/23/69.
Alrighty. You are here today for a trespass. Your bond amount is $500. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want to take care of this case today?
I have no ideas.
Okay. Do you want to get out of jail today?
I have an idea of getting out, but I don't know when.
Well, I can work that out for you. Do you want to take care of your case today?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I'll sit it out.
Okay. Well, you know what? Are you then? I will see you back to court on August 14th at 9 o'clock in the morning. I'll appoint the public defender to represent you. Have a nice day, sir. Albert Johnson?
Yes, ma'am.
Can I have your date of birth?
8/18/70.
Okay, you are here today for domestic battery. Currently you have no bond because it's domestic in nature pursuant to statute. I found probable cause for your arrest. Do you want the public defender's office to represent you?
No, ma'am. I plan on finding an attorney when I get out.
Okay. Alright, state.
Just a battery upon a spouse that was dropped in 2010 out of Pinellas County. No other history.
Sir, I have an address for you on Pinewood Avenue in Brooksville. Is that where you live?
Yes, ma'am.
How long have you lived there?
8 years.
Okay. Do you have a job?
I'm retired military, ma'am.
Okay. Alright, I need to order that you have no contact with Daleen Ray Klein Johnson. Do you have any contact with her whatsoever? Do not call, do not write, do not email. Don't have anyone else call her, write her, or email her. Because that would be third-party contact. If you have any contact with her whatsoever while this case is pending, you could be charged with another crime and held without bond. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I need to hold you until 4 o'clock today before you bond out in case she wants to file any civil paperwork against you. If she does file that paperwork against you, you want to read it very carefully to be very specific as to how many feet you need to stay away from her, her home, her vehicle, or anywhere else where she may frequent. I'm going to set your bond at $100. I'm going to see you back to court on August 14th at 9 a.m.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Dean Hessler. Can I have your date of birth?
March 31st, 1985.
Okay, you are here today because there was a writ of bodily attachment concerning your child support. I have an address for you on 49th Street in 49th Street North in Clearwater. Is that where you live?
I'm working on trying to find a place to live.
So that's not where you live?
I'm working on trying to find a better place to live in the homeless shelter.
Okay, well, I have an address for you in Clearwater, and I have an address for you on Siegel Drive in Newport Richey. Do you live at either one of those places?
I'm currently trying to find a place to live.
Why will you
So
not
it needs to
answer
be
my
a-
question?
If there needs to be a mailing address, that's my parents' house, the
Which one?
4516 Siegel Drive. 4516 Siegel Drive is my parents' address.
Okay, but you're not living there.
I'm working on trying to find a place to live.
Where did you live 2 days ago?
I was going to work and sleeping outside, working on trying to save up for a place to get a place.
All right, what were you doing for work?
I'm working I just started working at a landscaping company last week, and then I was brought in. So I was going to save up money for 2 weeks to pay for rent, and then I was going to start paying the child support payments as soon as I get off the street. So I've been on the street for a while now. It's not working unless I find a place to live and then start paying child support.
All right, well, let's see. Do you check your mail at your parents' house?
I can ask my mother to.
No, don't. You're going to ask your mother if you check your mail.
I can ask my mother if I ever
Do
received
you
any mail.
check your mail at your parents' house?
Oh, no, I don't.
If you did check your mail at your parents' house, you might have known that you were going to get arrested on this. Because the order for contempt was signed by Judge Eineman in June 13th of 2019.
Okay. I've been looking for work constantly. I've been walking around here looking for work constantly for the past 2 years now. and this is the second time that I found a stable job. And I was brought in, and I had to be at work on Monday, and I have a check waiting for me. So the lady said I could miss 3 days of work.
What is the address on 49th Street in 49th Street North in Clearwater? What is that address?
That's a homeless shelter. I use it. I've been using the homeless shelter to get identification cards. So if I get a job, I can cash my check.
Okay. Well, that is where all of the paperwork from the judge and from child support enforcement has been going to. So you're telling me that it would be better for it to be sent to your parents' house?
Yes, I can ask my mother to get if I receive any mail from the Hernando County Sheriff's office to meet up and give it to me.
What did you do before landscaping?
I was working at Wendy's.
Okay. How long did you work there for?
I worked at Wendy's for a few months, and I paid child support payment out of the Wendy's check, and that's what I've been finding is best is that if I find a job that pays
What
well,
happened
that
with
it takes
Wendy's?
the child support out of the check. So I've been trying to find a job at a fast food company or a job that pays
Why are
well.
you not still at Wendy's?
I tried to work from when I started working at Wendy's. I tried to work 2 jobs from there, and then it didn't work out. So
Why didn't it work out?
I tried to pick up 2 jobs, and I wasn't able to go back and forth to each job, and I messed up the job last year from Wendy's. I've been trying to get it back. Now I have a job at this landscaping company, and as far as I know, I have a check to pick up right now. So I'm only 1 check away from getting a place, and I'm only another check away to start making consistent payments.
Right. How much is that check for?
It's for over $200.
Do you have a phone?
I have a cell phone. I have to pay the bill to keep it on.
Okay, so do you have a phone that's working right now or not?
No, I don't. I'll have a phone that's working soon if I'm able to go to work and get a place to stay. If I know I have to be at work, I don't have to have a phone. But I'll get a phone after I know that I have a place to go to and that I'm making the payments, and then I can get a house phone or some kind of phone.
All right, you have a check for $200 waiting, so you're going to be ordered to pay $100 or do 10 days in jail. All right, thank you. Jerry Basco. Can I have your date of birth?
12/2/72.
You're here today for a writ of bodily attachment as well. It looks like it's from a 2014 order, indicating that you're about $10,000 or probably more than that by now in arrears. You're $10,000 to arrears back in September of 2014. And the purge amount on that is $3,161. How much can you come up with in order to get out of jail?
I don't have anything right now.
Where are you living?
At 8038 Low Water Avenue in Spring Hill.
Who do you live with?
My fiance.
When was the last time you worked?
I just got a job after last week for on-demand moving, but
You just got a job doing what?
on-demand moving and the moving company.
Moving
on-demand
company?
Moving.
Okay. How long have you been working there for?
I just got that job Thursday of last week.
How money are you making?
$10 an hour.
Is it full time?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so you have some money that's supposed to be owed to you?
So they owed me?
Yeah,
By owing
you
no
started
money.
last Thursday, $10 an hour?
Right.
They owe you some money, right?
I'm getting paid bi-weekly. It's on the 5th and the 15th.
Okay. And does your fiance work?
She's retired military.
Okay. So she pays all your bills though?
Well, so I got a job, you have to have 2 days.
Okay. All right. I'm going to find that you have the ability to pay. You have someone paying all of your bills, but you don't expect someone to help out with your kids. So I'm going to find that you have the present ability to pay, that you're willing to work, that you have the capability to work, and I'm going to order that you pay $100 or do 10 days jail. Thank you.
Thank you. So I pay $100, I can get out, you think, or do 10 days?
That's right.
All right, thank you.
Thanks. Did I get everyone at the jail?
Yes, thank you.
All right, thanks.